The emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice.
Now, a couple of days ago, last Wednesday, the Director General of the World Health Organization was talking about monkeypox, which they've renamed as MPOX. And he announced a public health emergency of international habit. But on this channel, of course, we feel free to examine the evidence for ourselves and work out where the evidence is.
So what is monkeypox or MPOX?
The monkeypox virus is an enveloped double-stranded DNA virus that belongs to the orthopoxvirus genus of the Poxviridae family. Monkeypox is a viral zoonosis, a virus transmitted from animals that are infected to humans.
We, of course, ourselves are double-stranded DNA deoxyribonucleic acid. So this is not an RNA virus like SARS coronavirus 2, it's a DNA virus. Clade 1, this is the first grouping.
The word clade simply refers to a group of organisms that share a common ancestor. It's a way of grouping things by their evolutionary history instead of by shared characteristics.
Causes more severe illness and death, endemic to Central Africa. So this is the one that we're really more worried about at the moment. This clade 1 is now clade 2. So that's when it began. Infections are less severe, very high survival rate, endemic to West Africa. So that's clade 2. So that's separate from clade 1. Is the current argument that's being proposed. So it's clade 1 that people are currently worried about. Clade 2 has been rumbling on at a low level in particular communities since 2022. That started in 2022, but this is actually still going on. If we just give you the latest figures here from the United Kingdom, for example, we still see that into 2024 we're having quite a few cases of MPOX or monkeypox. In fact, in July, over 40 cases reported in the month. So this has been ongoing since 2022. Albeit at a very low level, virtually entirely in relatively young men of the operating in the gay community, virtually entirely.
How monkeypox is transmitted?
Monkeypox is generally spread by close contact, especially with the person who's infectious while they have their rashes or lesions. Close contact is usually skin-to-skin contact. There have been instances of spread by touching contaminated clothing or bedding when it was exposed to someone who has rashes or lesions. Respiratory spread is also possible, but I really want to be clear that it's not like coronavirus where you might get monkeypox by being in the same grocery store as a person with monkeypox. Respiratory spread for monkeypox, as experts understand it, is usually over prolonged periods of time, like when you're living in a house with someone who has monkeypox. So what's different about this outbreak and really unusual is they're really seeing the vast majority of cases concentrated in men who have sex with men. Monkeypox has not generally been understood to be a sexually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted illness, but there's close contact that happens during sex.
Website. Look at this this study. The study is titled Monkeypox and Sex, Sexual Orientations and Encounters Are Key Factors to Consider. Here's the results from the study. We have seen that there are normally two ways of monkeypox transmission. However, the LGBTQ and MSM communities are disproportionately affected by MPOX infection.
Republic of Congo, they've got this clade 1b, and this is the more aggressive form of the disease. It can cause more severe disease. It emerged first identified in 2023 in a sex worker. Been 15,000 infections so far in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and they're saying 548.
Station in Africa. But more than 96% of all cases are in a single country, the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is where the newly discovered variant was found. And since the beginning of the year, more than 13,700 cases have been recorded in the DRC and 450 people have died.
Deaths. Now, of course, we can't really take any mortality figures from that. There'll have been way more cases than were officially diagnosed, of course. And of course, deaths can be from a variety of causes in the Democratic Republic of Congo. obviously. So I don't think we can really take too much from that, but the consensus of opinion does seem to be that the morbidity and mortality is higher than the clade 2 that's been around for some time, and particularly since 2022. Spread to Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi and Uganda. So far my contacts in Uganda have not seen any, despite looking. There's been one clade 1 case amongst a returning traveller, so that's to be expected. I mean, if the disease is endemic in a particular part of the world, you're going to get people coming back with it. We get people turning up in UK hospitals with malaria, for example, after travelling overseas. Not an uncommon occurrence, and basically would be expected. Now, it's not for me to tell you what to think, so I'm going to give you the evidence for how risky this looks. But if you're dashing off to work and you just want the bottom line, I am concerned about the ongoing morbidity and mortality in Africa. There's been several hundred deaths. That's always bad. Way less than other transmissible diseases, way less than malaria, of course. But still, it's a disease causing problems in the Democratic Republic of Congo particularly. We have had a case that's just come to Sweden, but that was a traveller from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Am I worried about ongoing sustained transmission in the West? At the moment, I think the probability of that is remarkably low.